What's up, y'all? My goal is to make a couple videos a day, every day, because I crave to be remembered. You know what I mean? Maybe I might see some genius shit someday, and it might change the science industry or like philosophy or something great, right? But I want to contribute and be a productive citizen at all times. I'm trying to die for me. You know what I mean? And I'm trying to like enable some type of a legacy that will affect my family in the far future, where they are born well off. I don't believe in shutting down and shutting yourself off from the world, even if you are a nobody, right? Like I'm a nobody in this world full of nobodies, but some people are somebodies, and those somebodies are well liked and established in the world. But to become a somebody, you have to do hard work, and a lot of people don't want to put in that hard work. And I be telling y'all, right? Even for my channel, we're at 1.7K subscribers, thankfully to a YouTube promo. But half the job, like 70% of the job, is just showing up and being yourself, living in your authentic self. If you need a script, it's okay. Maybe you think you should be more professional. Maybe you have some type of face to hold up on YouTube and stuff. Maybe that's what you watch. I personally don't like that. I like watching people just going off the dome and just freestyling stuff. Now, of course, sometimes when you freestyle, it could come out stupid and you could look stupid. But that's when you have to challenge the mind to be smart, challenge the mind to be great, and push yourself out there. Put it out there. Just record, live stream, whatever it is, put that content out there. But I also believe that some people have completely wasted their lives, right? So it depends on what religion you're in, but I believe there's a lot of karmic lessons to be learned. Some people are quiet when it comes to political injustices like Palestine and stuff like that, and Israel and stuff, and Ukraine or when Russia. They're quiet. They don't have opinions. They just go the path of the government, and they say this, they say that. I believe everyone should have a Twitter. It's one of my best hobbies, I would say, or best and most favorite apps in the world, more than YouTube. I like spending time on it. I like reading things on it, but oh my god, it makes me realize how stupid some people are and how easily radicalized they are. And they said about 50% of internet traffic is run by bots now, and I got mad at that fact. It's a fact now. And they said 20% of that 50% of internet traffic that is bots is malicious, which means they're radicalizing people and they're shoving bad content down your throat, and they're trying to either pay like destabilize your country or the people. They're trying to create political unrest. I look at shit like that and I'm just like, holy fuck, brother. Who am I trying to impress out here? Who is really real? Who's really the person that I'm trying to change their life and change their mind? It's one thing to get catfished. It's another thing to get bot fished, right? So, and I realize this, right? I see people with like 1 million subscribers on YouTube, and they're only getting like 5K views on the YouTube videos. I look at shit and I'm just like, hold on, brother. That those numbers really don't make sense. Like, you really either make shit content, got shadow banned, or or they're all bots. They're all bots. And then we study social media and clout, and a lot of people, when they first look at social media, they say, "Oh my God, you have 1 million followers. Oh my God, you have this. Oh my God, you have that." And a lot of people are taking the idea, the premise of fake it till you make it, too far, too far, and then becoming invested into this stuff. I see people with 100 plus viewers in chats, and I'm like, yo, this person's probably view botting. The chat's moving ridiculously slow, right? And it's moving at a speed of maybe 20 to 30 viewers. And it's usually like the same people that are always talking. When I used to live stream, like when I was popping off and I had 20 viewers, it was fucking popping. I was getting donations, subscribers. I still have the donation guys over down here, right? So there's two different people that donated to me. Shout out to them. I turned my donations off for now. But it was going crazy. It was going crazy, right? And then we'd have fun, we'd have a good time, and I'd be killing and destroying my games. But holy fuck, man. Problem with games is that there's too many sweats. There's too many people who are youthful and young, and we're grouped up with these people, and they're sweats, and then they're hackers, and then there's bullshit. In League of Legends, for example, the balancing team sucks ass. It sucks ass, brother. They make some champions so ridiculous because they look good on the big screen. They look good on the LCK on the esport teams and shit. They want to be picked, and and the game is built around those champions that look good and look fun to play. It's bullshit. It's fucking bullshit. And I haven't had a good time with League of Legends. I've been playing more Counter Strike recently. At least with a gun, it is what it is. You can't really have a lot of bias. But there is so much fucking wallers and hackers that I just shake my fucking head. And I see people toggle and shit. I just shake my fucking head. I'm like, brother, you're a loser, right? And then once we get to heaven, brother, depending on what religion you are, because we're gonna be separated in heaven. But whatever religion you are, I'll ask for like the facts of life. But yo, bro, how many cheaters did I play with? And God will have all the answers. And I'm like, oh my God, so did this person cheat? Did this cheat? Did this happen? Did this happen? Did these people take Adderall to boost their game performance? Did this happen? Did this happen? And I'll just sit there and just listen. And I'll just ask a bunch of questions off the rip. And eventually, I'll just be like, wow, I'm going to lose respect for so much of the world. I'm going to lose respect for so many people. Ridiculousness across the board. Um, it is what it is. But yeah, man, I want you to go out there and make videos, brother. I want you to go out there and be real to the world. Because, like, kid you not, and this is a harsh truth, just because I hit subscribe on your channel doesn't mean I will comment on your post when you die. I might like the video, I might comment RIP, but it's not an RIP where I'm like, oh my God, I have to go back and visit this person every year it's on their anniversary or something and say RIP. When I form a fan base, I want them to have heart with me, heart to heart conversations. For example, there's one infamous guy online that died to me, and he was Wreckful. Byron Bernstein, I believe that's his name. And I comment on his posts every few years, every now and then, and I try to update him as to what's going on. It's like a digital graveyard, and I think it'd be very cool if Instagram, you know, did a little bit of a UI change or whatever it was, and it showed people dropping roses or something at their headstone, right? Right now we just have comment sections and stuff like that, but I think it'd be very interactive. You know what I mean? And this dude had a lot of mental health issues, depression and anxiety and stuff like that. Brother, I think it'd be awesome if, for example, every time I visited him, I was charged $5 and like maybe $1 would go to his parents, make sure they're good, and then $4 goes to a charity. You know what I mean? But these companies don't give a fuck. These companies, they don't give a fuck about aspiring to be bettering, like the betterment of humanity. They're here to sell your data, capitalize on that shit, and make you a fucking wage slave. Make you a consumer capitalist, and that's all you want to think about. And I see all this propaganda on fucking TikTok. Get ready with me. We're gonna go shopping today. Get ready with me. And these girls really have it fucking bad. Get ready with me, and we're gonna do this. And then when they gossip about people who are in high places of power, and they think they have a voice that matters. In the capitalistic world, money speaks, and a lot of these people, they don't have a program where they just send all their money to someone and say, hey, you know what, you speak for us. There isn't a a public made billionaire, right? A person that has such good heart, such good will of the people, whatever it is, that the people just gave him billions of dollars and said, you know what, go out there and fight the evils. Go out there and fight the injustices of the world. Go out there and do great things. The people aren't ready to pool money like that for someone great. They can't trust that person. Too many people have scandals and this and that and that. It's ridiculous, right? So I'm not saying I'm offering myself up to be the world's first publicly made billionaire, but just think about it, brother. There have to be some people who don't give a fuck about money, who are very in love with God, and who are very tolerant of other religions, and embracing also, culturally, and just peaceful, just fucking peaceful. And we'll see the connections that they make, and the vlogs and shit will be fucking crazy. They'd be fucking crazy what they would learn. And these people, I'm not gonna lie, if they're publicly made, it's like voting in someone for a senator or whatever it is, but with money, they'd be victimized to attacks all the time, assassinated all the time, ridiculous shit all the time. So we had to protect them. You know what I mean? We had to protect them and stuff. But I think there's gonna be geniuses that come up, and they're gonna try to fight for the world. They're gonna try to fight for what's right. Plus, bro, it's like this, right? It doesn't seem like a hugely bad thing, but there was a company that would price fix rent rent prices. And what they would do is that they would raise rent of each building or apartment complex or house, whatever it is, all together at the same time. And then whenever a house wanted to go on sale for cheap, they'd quickly buy it off the market and then upscale it, renovate it, whatever it is, and then upsell it. Right? And now what they're doing is there's no rent controls. They're forcing people to rent all over the U.S. and Canada and stuff, and we're paying like ridiculous prices, and it's just sad. It's just fucking sad. So, hopefully in the far, far, far future, we come to an assessment and we say, you know what, we've had enough. Corporations are having too much power and too much fun, and they're too greedy with profit. That we're here for humans first. You know what I mean? And we take a humans first initiative, and we say, you know what, we're gonna tax these corporations, and we're gonna put limits on how much houses they can have, and we're gonna put limits on this and limits on this and limits on this. Back in the days, brother, you needed one minimum wage job, and you can afford a mortgage, a car payment, groceries for the whole family, and everything. Now, I'm talking 1960s, 1970s. Now, oh my fucking god, you need to work 2 to 3 jobs. We've been introduced to hustle culture. We're wage slaves. A lot of people are going through mental health crisis because they can't fucking understand society, and they're getting their spirits crushed. Right? And we fall in love with these escapism worlds, whether it's music, video games, or falling in love with someone else's life and being a supporter of them. Saying, fuck it, brother. If I can't make it, at least my best friends can make it. You know what I mean? And you support them all the time. You watch their streams, their YouTube videos, their whatever, and hopefully their dreams come true. You know what I mean? Not to say that your dreams are invalidated, but sometimes, bro, the world is too fucking hard, and you don't know what to do. You don't know what to do, so you become a supporter, a friend, a best friend, a lover or whatever. You know what I mean? So go out there and support your partners, support your friends, support people. Um, you never know. You never know what type of connections you'll make, brother. You never know what type of connections you'll make. Like, for example, brother, I've always wanted to have a competitive person to go to be like my arch enemy. Well, not really enemies, but like a different type of vision. And I would choose Elon Musk just because he has so much clout. He's so rich, and he's been taking. He took Twitter. He took Twitter away, bro. He took Twitter, and I have so much great ideas for Twitter. You know what I mean? But I don't have the money to make a new Twitter. You know what I mean? And like I love video games. You know what I mean? I want to change the world. I want to be super rich, but it's unfair that these rich, rich, rich people, um, they're the only ones with a voice at the table. You know what I mean? Unless we have a free market, you know what I mean? So I hope in the future there's more government startups, more government initiatives, and we give people like $1 million and we say, brother, go out there and do something great and represent our city, our country, the world. You know what I mean? And instead of like, donating to charity and doing this, that, whatever, I would love to see what people can do, and I'd be a big fan of it. You know, right? So every year, for example, every year, every city picks 7 people to be millionaires. Gives them $1 million, and these people they can be firefighters, police officers, whoever, people that were outstanding citizens and they're really smart and stuff. They're following their heart, their passion to save people, whatever it is. They've been tested ridiculously. They're not corrupt. They're not out there doing ridiculous drugs and going out there and partying and smashing girls all day. They're really about their work, really about legacy, really about God. Make them millionaires. 7 people a year. Eventually, these people will have a fucking brain blast, and you'll see the greatness come out of them. Model citizens, right? Call it that. The Model Citizens Project. And I believe if every city did this in the world, you'll see so much greatness because there's so much at stake, right? You think about this. Like, let's say I was chosen, and I'm like, oh my god, I got $1 million. Like, I can't just sit around and sleep all day. Model citizen, I'm gonna be a role model. I have to give speeches and stuff to little kids and stuff. I have to elevate my city. I have to push people. I have to become maybe mayor of my city. I have to do great stuff. I'm not just gonna be complacent. I'm not just gonna be sitting down and saying, "Oh no, no, I'm just gonna take the $1 million and do and gamble with it or whatever." No, 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 no. And you're not allowed to donate it right to charity. You can't do that. A model citizen is building your family up, building your people up, building everyone around you up, with you at the heart. All right, so think about it. Peace out.